Hello everyone, welcome back to our second part of the lesson regarding dilation construction. As I mentioned in previous lesson, let's check this example. This was the one we used in previous lesson. We use coordinate plane to construct this dilation, and as we mentioned, we can actually just figure out how do I move from the center of dilation to figure out how the image created during this process. So today we actually are going to work on a very similar example. However, instead of using whole number as a scale factor, this time we have to deal with something regarding fraction. What if we have like 1.5? What if we have 3 over 2? Something like this. Then how do we construct dilation? So let's check this example here. So this example says construct dilation of triangle ABC as listed on the graph. And this time the scale factor is 5 over 2, centered at point M4, -3. So as I mentioned, the very first thing is always good to look for where is center, because oftentimes it's not really listed on the graph. So is for -3, so let's look for where y and x intersect. This is 0. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, -3. So this is our center. And then, see, the tricky part is actually coming from the scale factor 5 over 2. So 5 over 2, the first time we see this is kind of confusing. Oftentimes we know it's 2 and half, right? That's what we know is 2.5. So what does that mean? So let's check. The way we analyze this is actually very similar to the one we did before. Let's check from M to A. M to A, from M to A, I have to count it 1, 2. It's 2 spaces from M to A, meaning 2.5. I'm going to move 2 times. That's the first time. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's second time, right? Then the next time is going to be a half. So some students already figure out, if I move 2 spaces as one move, then half space is going to be one more. So 2 steps, 2 steps, and 1 step. That's exactly, and that's a first move, that's a second move, that's half move. So that's why this is our A prime. Now, so for students, you're still confusing, let's track this one. So I'm going to erase this mark, so probably it's not confusing. And then let's check B. So for B is 2 to the right, 2 up. So let's analyze this. 2 to the right, and then 2 up. That's one move, right? So this is our first move, and then we repeat this. 2 to right and 2 up. This is our second move. So if we need to move next time, it's going to be a half, then it's going to be one move. So 1, 1, this is called half move, right? So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, that's one move. 1, 2, 1, 2, second move, and 1 and 1. This is our half move. So 2.5 move. For C, we're going back to the left side 2. So it's 1, 2. That's the first move, and then 1, 2, second move, and then one more. So that's our 2.5 move. So it's going to be C prime, and then we just need to connect them. So it's from A prime, B prime, and then C prime. Finally, we use this. Oh, okay, so if you check the length of the AB, AB is 2 spaces, A, B is like 2 units, 2 spaces, and then we check A prime, B prime is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A prime, B prime is 5 units. So if we, compare the ratio of this, it's actually 5 over 2, exactly the scale factor, right? So this is how do we figure this out. So we are actually, I want to show you one thing. That's something I heard from another student who's using this way. So I want to introduce this way. So we're still going to work on exactly same example here. You see exactly same example, but we are going to use something a little bit different. So you can definitely choose either way you liked it. So again, we label 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So we label this center first, and then let's figure out the moves. So again, this is 5 over 2. You can also consider 2.5 is actually equivalent thing. So it doesn't matter how do you figure out. So this one says M to A is 2 spaces. So M to A is 1, 2, as we mentioned, right? It's 2 spaces for M to A. So since scale factor is 2.5, so how about we just times 5 over 2, or you times 2.5 is the same thing. And then we actually, oh, this is 5 spaces. So from M, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this is going to be, this time I'm going to use blue so it's easy to tell the difference. So this is going to be A prime. So as you can see for M, so I'm going to clean this part. We always do the calculation on the side. So for M to B is 2 space on the right and 2 spaces up. So 2 space up, right, 2 spaces up. So I'm going to multiply each side with 2.5 or 5 over 2 as you want. So that means we are going to end up 5 space on the right and then 5 space on the up. So I'm just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this is my B prime. Okay, so that's one way. And for M to C is 2 spaces to the left, 2 spaces to the left. So I'm going to multiply this one as 5 over 2, which is 5. So that meaning I'm going to start from M to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my C prime. So last, same thing. I'm going to not really multiply. I'm going to connect them. Sorry for that. And as you can see, they are exactly same, right? Okay, so that's another way, just, because scale factor, remember, scale factor is a way to tell you how large or how small is going to be changed. So that's why it's like more like a ratio to original picture. So you can definitely use this way to figure out. If you think, counted one space or counted one move, the half move is a little bit confusing, then you can use this way if it makes sense to you. Okay, that's all the methods I want to share with you today about how to deal with half skill factor, like sometimes with this like half thing in the skill factor, but it's actually very similar, right? You can always, use this way to figure out how do we construct a new dilation. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video is helpful. See you soon, everyone. Take care.